Today, we're going to dive into one of the most confusing and damaging behaviors in narcissistic abuse: projection. Have you ever been accused of things that seem completely backwards, or found yourself defending against accusations that actually described your abuser's behavior? If so, this video is for you. Understanding projection can help you stop taking responsibility for things that aren't yours to carry. Projection is a psychological defense mechanism where someone unconsciously transfers their own thoughts, feelings, or behaviors onto another person. When a narcissist projects, they are literally accusing you of what they're doing, thinking, or feeling. It's like they're holding up a mirror, but instead of seeing themselves, they insist the reflection is you. This happens because narcissists cannot tolerate acknowledging their own flaws, mistakes, or negative emotions. Their fragile ego depends on maintaining a perfect self-image. So, when these uncomfortable truths surface, they must go somewhere else, and that somewhere is usually towards you. The cruel irony? The very things they criticize you for are often their own behaviors. The cheater accuses you of being unfaithful. The liar calls you dishonest. The manipulator claims that you're controlling them. Let me share some specific examples that you might recognize. They accuse you of being selfish while they consistently prioritize their own needs over yours. They call you manipulative while they're using guilt, threats, and emotional blackmail to control your behavior. They claim you're too sensitive or emotional, while they have explosive reactions to minor inconveniences. They say you never listen, while they interrupt, dismiss, or ignore everything that you try to communicate. They accuse you of being unfaithful, while they're secretive about their phone. They disappear for hours or maintain inappropriate relationships with others. They call you a liar while they constantly deceive you about their whereabouts, their intentions, or even their past. They claim you're trying to control them when you set reasonable boundaries, while they attempt to control your friendships, your appearance, or your daily activities. They say you don't care about them, while they show you little genuine interest in your feelings, goals, or well-being. This pattern becomes clear once you recognize it. Whatever they're accusing you of, look for the evidence on the exact behavior of their own actions. And you don't have to look too far or too deep to see it. It becomes obvious. Projection is devastatingly effective because it puts you immediately on the defensive. Instead of addressing their behavior, you're suddenly explaining and justifying your own actions. It also creates something called crazy making, that disorienting feeling when you start questioning your own reality. When someone confidently accuses you of something you know you didn't do, it can make you doubt your own perceptions and memories. Narcissists often project with absolute conviction. They genuinely believe their accusations in the moment because they cannot accept these qualities in themselves. This conviction can be compelling, especially when you're already walking on eggshells and second-guessing yourself. Projection also serves to deflect accountability. Every minute you spend defending yourself against false accusations is a minute not spent addressing their actual problematic behavior. It's a masterful redirect that keeps the focus off their actions and onto your supposed failings. Over time, constant projection can erode your self-confidence and make you hypervigilant about behaviors you're not even exhibiting. While the real issues, their behaviors, go unaddressed. So, how do you respond to projection? First, recognize projection for what it is. When someone accuses you of something that doesn't match your actions or character, ask yourself, is this actually describing their behavior instead of mine? Don't get caught up in the trap of over-explaining or defending yourself against false accusations. The more you defend, the more they'll attack. Instead, try responding like this. I disagree with that assessment. Or, that doesn't match my experience of this situation. Set clear boundaries. I know they're hard, but set them anyway about what you will and will not accept. You might say, I won't continue this conversation if you're going to make accusations instead of discussing the actual issue. And I always tell people to journal. Document patterns if you're in a situation where you need evidence later. Projection often follows predictable cycles, and having a record can help you maintain clarity about what's really happening. Most importantly, trust your own reality. If their accusations don't align with your actions or your intentions, that disconnection is information, not confusion, you need to resolve by changing yourself. Here's what I've learned. Projection often reveals exactly what the narcissist is doing, planning to do, or afraid you'll discover about them. Their accusations can actually be confessions in disguise. When they accuse you of lying, they're likely being dishonest. When they claim that you're going to leave them, they may be planning their own exit. When they say you can't be trusted, examine whether they're trustworthy themselves. Understanding projection won't make it less painful, but it can help you stop internalizing accusations that were never about you in the first place. You are not responsible for managing their inability to face their own behavior. I'm Grace Channing, and if this resonates with you, please like and subscribe. My book about surviving narcissistic relationships launches soon, and I will be sharing more about recognizing and healing from these confusing dynamics. Remember, their projection is about them, not you. You deserve relationships built on honesty, not accusations.